Prepare yourselves, movie fans, because Glen Powell is running for his life, and it's all for our twisted entertainment. Edgar Wright is back, and he's bringing Stephen King's nightmare to life once again. This November, survival becomes the deadliest game of all. Are you ready to play? The Running Man is officially sprinting into theaters on November 7th, and the first trailer has dropped, promising a pulse-pounding thriller that will leave audiences breathless. Directed by none other than Edgar Wright. Yep, the creative genius behind cult classics like Shaun of the Dead and Baby Driver, this latest adaptation of Stephen King's classic dystopian thriller already has fans buzzing with excitement. Glen Powell steps into the spotlight as Ben Richards, a contestant forced into a deadly game show known chillingly as the Running Man. For those unfamiliar with this twisted tale, it's simple. Contestants are hunted for sport in a grim, violent spectacle broadcast to a hungry audience. Reality TV gone horribly wrong? Check. Edge-of-your-seat action? Absolutely. Edgar Wright's trademark flair? Oh, you bet. Colman Domingo lights up the screen as the ruthless and charismatic host of the show, a master of ceremonies who controls the deadly action with sinister glee. And he's not alone in this twisted spectacle. Joining Powell in the fight for survival are fellow contestants played by the talented Katy O'Brian and Daniel Ezra. Each actor brings intensity to their roles, portraying the desperation and grit needed to survive in a game where the stakes couldn't be higher. But the star-studded cast doesn't stop there. Josh Brolin flexes his dramatic muscle as the producer orchestrating this cruel entertainment, while Jamie Lawson delivers a heartfelt performance as Sheila, Ben Richards' wife, who adds emotional depth to the frantic survival story. And if that wasn't enough to entice you, the ensemble also includes familiar faces like Lee Pace, Michael Cera, William H. Macy, and Sean Hayes, rounding out a lineup that's as intriguing as the movie itself. If the trailer's anything to go by, and trust us, it looks absolutely insane, fans are in for a visually stunning, action-packed experience. Edgar Wright is known for his dynamic style, meticulous shooting, and razor-sharp editing, all of which perfectly complement Stephen King's sharp social satire. Originally published under King's pseudonym Richard Bachman in 1982, The Running Man serves up biting commentary on society's obsession with violence as entertainment. Wright seems poised to amplify this message, turning a beloved cult classic into a thrilling commentary that resonates even more today. Of course, this isn't the first time The Running Man has dashed onto the big screen. The original 1987 adaptation, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, became a cult hit in its own right, capturing the macho, adrenaline-fueled vibe of the 80s perfectly. Directed by Paul Michael Glaser, with a script by Stephen E. D'Souza, the Schwarzenegger version still holds up, celebrated for its over-the-top kills and a memorable score by Beverly Hills Cop composer Harold Faltermeyer. But Wright's take promises to be a completely fresh spin, blending his unique cinematic style with King's dark, dystopian vision. Co-written by Wright and his longtime collaborator Michael Bacall, yes, the brilliant mind who also co-penned Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, this film promises sharp dialogue, clever twists, and plenty of tension. Wright's visual storytelling is complemented by cinematographer Chung Chung-hoon, whose stunning visuals brought Wright's 2021 thriller, Last Night in Soho, to life. With such talent behind the camera, audiences can expect a mesmerizing cinematic experience that elevates the intense action of The Running Man to new heights. Remarkably, Wright pulled off this ambitious project at lightning speed. Production began in England on November 4, 2024, and wrapped in record time on March 28, 2025, making this the quickest turnaround in Wright's impressive career. Clearly, the sense of urgency and pace will be felt both behind the scenes and on the big screen. With a stellar cast, visionary director, and gripping source material, The Running Man has all the makings of a modern blockbuster. It's a thrilling reflection of a society entertained by spectacle, violence, and the desperation of others. It promises relentless action, gripping performances, and Edgar Wright's unmistakable signature style. In short, movie lovers, you simply can't afford to miss it.